Hey, what it do, kinfolk? Make sure you subscribe to the GHP Network. Let go.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Elliott. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 69 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you get up a touchdown on the opening drive.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
58!
On play action, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
58!
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 22.
Green 19! Green 19!
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And he checks this one out to Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Rodgers now to throw, and he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Check 50, check 50.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
319.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Well, partner, as the Cowboys come back out here, I want to ask you to assess the season. The first couple months of the year for Dallas starting to look like they'd be sitting at home in January. Then the Amari Cooper trade comes. They breeze through November unbeaten, part of a 5-game winning streak. But then, a real head-scratcher, Week 15, they get shut out in Indianapolis.
You just wonder if all the wins that got them there, those 5, which were all tough, physical, hard-hitting battles, if it took a little bit out of them before they went on the road and lost Indianapolis in Week 15. But if they get to the playoffs, which it looks like they're going to, are they a threat to New Orleans? Are they a threat to Los Angeles? Are they a threat to Chicago? To me, they are only if it's a low-scoring, physical affair. That's when Dallas plays at its best. And that's what they'll have to do to reduce some of those high-flying teams like New Orleans and Los Angeles.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Well, this is caught by Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
319.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
18.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Yeah, Liz. Watch right. Look 58. Watch the motion. Jumbo. Look 59.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The leg work there, getting him to 1st.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Tight end right. Green 18. Four down. Check. Four down. Green 18.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Green 18. Check your hot read.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Green 18. Hey, 88. Watch the screen. Pass. 49. Check 49. Inside.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Green 19. We are going. Undercrush. Jumbo. Right there. 54, right there. Hey.
Rodgers to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
58. Zoom.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Right. Get 300. Get 300. Hey, check 26. Check. Hey, check 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And Crosby puts it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally.
That's fine.
I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Green 19, blue 58. Green 19.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Green 19, blue 58 on.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Lets it fly into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Go to 54, go to 54, wide. 26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And they'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
There we go. Wide, hey. go, 46. 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go. 180.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
4 down. Here we go. 180.
Prescott from the gun. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. 180. 5 down. Stand up there. 26.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from the 1. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Here we go. 180.
Now Prescott. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 25 yards out. And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Now from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. But it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And now the Packers get set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ready? No. 319. Jumbo.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
4 down, check. 319. 319.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end, Graham. Packer 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Tight end right. No. 319. Alert.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down, Rodgers buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Tight right.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
No. 319. We are going.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, Liz. No. 319. Oko over here. They're running it.
They'll look to throw. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
319.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
319.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
319.
He's back to throw. Being chased out left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
319.
Check light 54. Light 54.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Here we go. 180. Gun.
Here's Prescott. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. Switch and 8.
Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Gun. There we go. Wide eight. Gun.
Prescott to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, wide eight. Here we go, 46. 46.
Now Prescott. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
319. Jump out! Hey, where y'all going?
First throw of overtime for Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7.
Hey, no, 319. Hey, where y'all going?
Now a first throw here in overtime. It gets it over the middle of Cobb. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
319.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
Let's go.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play. Holding him to no gain.
Now it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So third down coming up. And, Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4 down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
Hey, 80's yours, 80's yours. No, 319. Jumbo. Oko, over here. Check, go get him, go get him, go get him. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side. Williams. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Watch that in. Jumbo. 319.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. David Irving able to run him down for a loss of a yard. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up.
Zoom. 319. Hey, check 26. Jumbo.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip back, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
3 down. Here we go. Wide in.
Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And got his man complete. A huge play there in overtime. 51 yards. Well, in overtime, I think coaches always wondering, where's that magic line for my kicker? They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash, what do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Switch it, hey!
Flags 42!
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, here we go. 180. Here we go, 46.
Nice, sweetheart!
86.
Now Prescott. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Yeah. Here we go. 180.
To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to keep the game alive. And his kick is good. And we are tied once again here in the overtime session. Both teams swapping field goals on their respective first drives of overtime. So now, you know the drill. It's on to old school sudden death.
Yeah, it sounds exciting, doesn't it? Can I be a little bit of Dennis Downer here, though? That drive, able to go that far, yet they had to kick the field goal to keep playing. You would have thought maybe, could they punch it in and go ahead and end it?
We get more free football.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Come on.
I'm back upbeat again. Forget the Downer stuff.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
319. 319. Get reset. Hey, easy.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Hey,
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Record!
258.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. That is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, check 26. 319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And Adams has it complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Two minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this.
Back for the offense. Let's go. 319.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Hey. 319. 319.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
319.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Packers on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down. 319. Hey, check 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Your boy have to protect you.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Tight right. 319. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Watch the shift. Gun. Hey. Watch the shift. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And Graham's got it over the middle. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Here we go, 47.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, he shifts past him. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here we go, going to 54. Wide in. Here we go. Wide in. 26.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
26.
Prescott now on second down. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12.
Single.
Here we go. Wide eight. Here we go. 46. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. That one complete to Elliott. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
Straight gaming. Ping.